Hey y'all, AKC here today, and I'm here with another review. And this time, I'm going to be reviewing Killing Nothing by Boldy James and Real Badman. Now, if you don't know who Boldy James is, I would say understandable, but in the hip hop scene, he's been, I feel like he's been making his way up there. So Boldy James is this Atlanta hip hop rapper and artist, who is, I don't say often known, but he does make those coke raps that you be here. Gangsta. Basically, he's making gangster rap, which is pretty cool. Gangster rap is kind of like a lost form, a lost like hip hop art. And Real Badman is a producer, and he's already worked with Boldy James before. I haven't listened to his other work, but I have listened to this one, and I'm going to review it right now. And let me say it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. First, for the first track, I like Water Under the Bridge. This is a very cool track, and this is a perfect like introduction to the sound and to the themes of this album. It basically just talks about water under the bridge. All the stuff that he did is water under the bridge and everything. I love the chorus on this track too. It's very like catchy. It's very like gangsta. It's kind of dark. I really love the mood. Then we have All the Way Out. And this one is like a really dark and everything. I like his delivery on a lot of these tracks. I think I'm gonna like summarize a lot of these tracks like perfectly. A lot of these tracks kind of have the same themes in that they're about selling drugs, cash transactions. Like he makes a song called Cash Transactions. He likes cash transactions more than this rap, more than rapping and everything. Probably because it makes him a lot of money. That's what he talks about mostly in here. Like in songs of Medellin, he talks about how like people just be meddling, like and everything. Then we go to like other songs like 5 Mississippi about him, counting. I think it was like his days in jail or counting, with his eyes closed for some reason. Then we go to like other songs like Seeing Visions. This one is actually really cool in the fact that it's kind of introspective in a way. It kind of shows him using drugs and like using all these drugs, and he's seeing visions. Plus, I really love the instrumental in here. It's super druggy, super subdued. Like you feel like in a kind of like at a different space in the rest of the album. We go to 190 Bands, which kind of sounded like it was gonna be like a bragging track at first, but the more I listen to it, the more I'm like, oh my gosh, this is pretty good. It really just talks about him, like of course getting money in like different like areas and everything. But it's like mostly the instrumental. The instrumental sounds like something out of an action movie, like out of a drug, like of course a drug lord action movie. Like it sounds sounds like something like I don't know, like some type of like a mafia movie. Like I said, it sounds super cool. Then we go to Game Time, and it has like these blaring horns, like blaring. I'm gonna say blaring, but like they're loud. I wouldn't say they're loud, but they're loud. You can hear it. And I really like that. It's impactful. It shows that it's game time. Like, shit's going down and everything. It's a really cool track. And it's one of the first tracks I liked on this album. Then we go to, like I said, Cash Transactions. I feel like that's pretty cool. This one's featuring Knowledge of the Pirate, and I think they both do pretty well on here. Now, is it as good as like Water Under the Bridge or Game Time? I don't think so, but it I felt like appropriately shows the different ways of getting money, I guess. Then we go to Killing Nothing, which is the last track on here. And Killing Nothing is again kind of like an introspective type of track. It kind of just like talks about, I feel like, drive-by shootings and everything. But like the main appeal of this is Boldy's chemistry with some of these tracks. This chemistry with the production on these tracks are incredible. Like him and Real Badman's chemistry are really good. You can tell that they know each other, and you can hear it. Like I said, in tracks like Water Under the Bridge, All the Way Out, Game Time, 190 Bands, 5 Mississippi, Seeing Visions, Killing Nothing. Even songs I don't really like that much, like Medellin, featuring Crimeapple. Such a weird hip hop name, such a weird rap name. But this one's also a very interesting track in the fact that his chemistry with the production sounds so good. But Crimeapple kind of just comes in and does weird stuff. He starts speaking Spanish, but in some cases switching to another language while rapping sounds nice. Jordan Lucas does it pretty well. I don't even like Drone Lucas that much, but here it kind of just sounds forced. Open Door could be a highlight if, like, I don't know, I just don't like how this track is paced and structured. Like Stove Cooked Gods really just says, like, we just rants, like, not once everyone, but he repeats off on, like, over near the end of the track. I just don't really like that. It's kind of annoying. Then we go to Ain't No Bon Jovi, Bojack, and Six Sauer, and, like, all of them are in the same playing field. I feel like Six Sauer is a little bit more like pulls me a little bit in more. Same with Bojack. Bojack is kind of like a menacing, dark type beat, and I like those, but they kind of feel like filler. They do, like, for up to this point, even though it's Open Door, which again is a track that is good, but I just don't like. It was sequenced well. Every single track kind of sounded like it kind of flowed into each other. But Bojack, Ain't No Bon Jovi, and Six Saucer all kind of just sound like the same track. They kind of just sound like filler. But what else? I also love his flow and his delivery on here. His delivery is usually pretty good. That's come from me saying I've only listened to, like, on only one of his other albums. But his delivery is pretty good, and I like his attitude on there. I like his presence. He has a really commanding presence, and I really like that. Yeah, I think other than that, I think this is a very hard-hitting album, and it has a lot of bangers on it. I would definitely recommend, but there are a few, like, just things I don't like. Like I said, the pacing on the album as a whole, the sequencing, the filler, a little bit of filler. But other than that, yeah, pretty good. I'll give it like a strong, like a light 7, no, a strong 7.5 to a light 8. Strong 7.5 to a light 8. Well, that's the thing. See ya, that's the score. See you next time for a Painkiller review by Judas Priest.